He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year.
It's the Packers and the Raiders.
All that and more coming up next.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears.
The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400-some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week, it really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end. But he and his crew got to get it done today.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. And the Packers add a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. They send him left out of the slot. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Loves to throw again. Completed over the middle. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Takes the handoff, now Love. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Raiders and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Raiders first. Things a little better for him after that last play. New set of downs from their 14. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Setting up a throw. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Packers will take over possession. New set of downs for him at the 38. Blown back gets the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again. Pushing for the red zone. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Hill now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Dump off caught by his back. Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
To throw here on 1st down. That's Hill on the slant. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now a give on the counter. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only get a low yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Trying to push this past the marker. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. What a play on 4th down. They get the first after a gain of 27. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Evans now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Packers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. First down throw, here's Love. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a give up the middle. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Raider football. They'll run it from the gun. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They're going play action. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the back.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They'll run here on 1st down. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. He just throws this one away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Here he is on 3rd and long. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Got a man, Bowers has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Raiders first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8.
From the 36. Into traffic, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
They send a receiver in motion right. To the air now on 1st and 10. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Raiders settling for 3 as they send the field goal unit out. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in 2nd place. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 from the 41. They send the tight end in motion left. Thrown on 1st down, Love. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Short pass brought in. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st. 3rd and just 2 to go. A tight end in motion now. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, But he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Play stopped by Damone Clark. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Love to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds the in route, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Loves to throw again. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Throwing, Love. He's on the move. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. Out now runs the Packer offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. They'll run here from the gun. They'll cobble together a yard there. They stop by Damone Clark. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Love now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Cut by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders, who have 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Throwing now on 1st down. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Pass play coming here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden got some options here on 4th down. They've got a man in motion. Trying to throw here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hill comes in motion left. To throw here on 1st down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They motion the slot man right. 3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Packers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. We'll get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Forced out to his... And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. The Bears are still holding on as the win gets them to 9-6 on the year with 2 games to go. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Rashee Rice, a touchdown catch in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Hits him on the in route. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Man in motion here. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Love from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Raiders and this running back headed back out for a new series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to the air here. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A give now from the gun. And this one does not go far. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They're throwing it. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches the 35 before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Love. That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. It's on the turf, falls out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. The give now out of the shotgun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Dropping back to throw. into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Carter on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Thrown on first time. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, they'll run. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He's able to drive them forward into the red zone. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air with Love. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
The Packers sending out their special teamers. Field goal coming. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Throwing it again here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here's a throw. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 3rd quarter lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. Evans now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now a give left side. And this run gets across the 20 to about the 21. Give him around 3, but a very big distance to address here on 3rd down. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Raiders loading up the secondary on 3rd down. Count them, 6 DBs on the field. Blitz coming, Love. He stays up. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Stays in the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Play fake, it's Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. They gave him just enough room to run.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Pressure coming for Love. Getting out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Touchdown! I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Carter on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense follows him all the way and shoves him out of bounds. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing, Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Takes the handoff, now Love. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Has it in close. He has the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Evans now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Love now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short game.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing his love on third. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
They send a man in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Simply put, Kate, I mean, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards? That's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. Austin McNamara will kick this away. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Packers will take over possession. On 1st and 10, here's Love. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Love from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Out comes Las Vegas on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's a give up the middle. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to keep it moving down to the 28. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders very close to an 11th win this season. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
They give it to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers all set to get back out there. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards. Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. They're set up at the 35 now. Loves to throw again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Still sticking with the passing game. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.